Hey again, everybody. We have other tutorial for our lesson here, and this week we're learning about HTML page structures. So in the past, we were just kind of learning about the skeleton of a website, and then how to add different tags and things like that, and a little bit about styling. And this week we want to start kind of using the proper structure for web pages and using some of that terminology and some of those strategies. So we're going to kind of follow this example. Now that I'm looking at it, I should have put a rectangle in between header and the section A side. I should have put a rectangle in there that said nav, because we are going to include a space for that. But we'll have a header, a nav, so pretend it's in there, and then we'll have a section with articles in there, and the A side to the edge over here, and then a footer down at the bottom. Okay, and we are just using this same skeleton that we've used in class before with the doc type HTML. We have the head up here, and then we have the body for the stuff that we'll actually see on our web page down there. Okay, so for the title, let's just go ahead and call this page structure, and then we're good with the head for here. Alright, so I'm gonna go run, I'm gonna launch in Chrome, make sure we got a page here, page structure up at the top. Sweet. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go down to the body, and we're just gonna add these tags of things that we're gonna use. So the first one that we had talked about was going to be the header. Okay, and then I'm going to close the header right here. Alright, and then I'm going to hit enter a few times, and I'm going to put in the nav. Alright, and then down here I'm going to close the nav, and then underneath that I'm going to put in my section, and I'm going to close the section. And for this example, I think what we'll do is we will actually put two articles in the section. Okay, so we got article, close the article, open another article, close the other article. Alright, so we got that, and then the section is closed down there. Okay, then we have the A side, and then we'll close the A side here, and last but not least we'll have the tag for the footer, and then we'll close it down here. Now you don't have to do this all at once. If I kind of know the layout of my web page early, I kind of like to do it like this. I don't know, it just helps me to stay organized. Okay, so we got that, and then down here, closing of the body, closing of the HTML. Alright, bring those two close together. Okay, so for the header, here's what we'll do. We're going to go to this part right here, and I'm just going to say this is the header. And in the nav, I'm going to say this is the Nav Bar. Alright, and then in the section, I'm going to say this is a section. And then in the article, the first one, I'm going to say this is an article. I'm just going to say this is a specific article in the section. And then here on the second article, I'm going to put in here is another specific article in a section. And then down here, just so we know, I'm going to put this is the bottom of the section. Alright, cool. So we have all of those things in those parts. Now if we go here and we refresh this, this doesn't really look anything remotely close to that page structure, right? So we need to add our styles to this. Now we're not doing CSS yet. I know some people have been asking, hey, when are we going to start doing that with these? And I think it's a lot easier, and it makes understanding how much easier CSS is if we do multiple inline styles first and then go to it. And so just kind of trust this process for it, and I think it'll make you more appreciative of the process later, and it'll kind of make it easier to understand how those work and the elements that they control. So let's go ahead and go up to the header section. We'll start with that one. And if this is going too fast for you at all, you can always pause the video and do that, and then resume as we're going on. So for the header, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say style equals font hyphen size semicolon, and I'm going to say 35 pixels with the semicolon and then a space, and I'm going to go font hyphen family, and I'm going to put in impact. I know a lot of graphic designers say it's way overused. I don't care, I like it, so I'm using it for this example. So we got font family colon impact semicolon. Alright, background hyphen color, and let's just go gray and close our quotation marks. Alright, let's see how that worked. Okay, then up here those styles are only affecting the things in the header tag. Okay, nothing below it. So we got that there. Well done. Alright, so now we're going to the nav, and so we're going to add a style to the nav bar. So we're going to go style equals, and let's go background hyphen color black semicolon, and let's go color white for the text so that we can see it, since the background color is black. Let's go in here. Alright, we're just doing different colors for these so that we can kind of easily see how these sections look, and we can compare it kind of to our example down here. Alright, so we got the nav bar done. Let's go to the section, and let's go style equals quotation marks, and let's go background color gray. Alright, and then for the article in there, let's give the articles a different color, and we will say excuse me, style equals quotation marks background color white. There. And then I'm just going to copy that style, and I'm going to go to the second article. I'm going to give it the exact same one. I'm just going to paste it in there, get my space there. Alright, now let's go in here and take a look. Alright, good. So we got the gray. These two articles in here are white. Okay, cool. Now we want to scroll down here, and we want to go to the A side, and let's say, alright, let's go to this, and we'll just say this is some content on the right side of my page, and then down here, I missed these earlier, this is the footer. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. Okay, I'm entering those things in, and the A side is straight beneath the section, but in our diagram the A side's to the right. Alright, so we got to do a couple stylings for this. So let's go here to actually we'll start off with the section up here, and we are going to add one more style to this after the background color, and let's go float colon left. Alright, now there's a few ways you can do this, and we'll talk about these later on in the course, but quickly here. So here we have it floated to the left, which means the next line is going to move up to the left. Okay, now maybe we want the A side all the way over to the right. Okay, and see the footer here? We'll worry about that we'll worry about that in a second. So if you want there to be space between the A side, we could add padding and that kind of stuff in between, but just for now, just to kind of show you, yeah, there is a style float right. All right, so we added that to the A side. Click refresh here, and now it's all the way over here to the right. Okay, obviously that's spaced pretty far on this screen, you know, but we'll talk more about that kind of stuff later, especially when we get into responsive web pages and things of that nature. So that's done, and we need to fix that footer, because here that's floated left, that's float right, footer's all the way up at the top. So to prevent that from happening, we can actually add a style here into the footer, and we would just say style, and let's type in clear colon both, and actually let's go ahead and just give this a font style italic, just to make it a little different. Okay, so now bringing this up here, click refresh. The footers down here are contents on the left hand side. You'll notice these two articles are aligned to the left, because the same as the section, because the section flow left is going to keep everything there. And then over here we have our A side to the right, and then down here we have the footer. Okay, so that's kind of what we have going there for our HTML page structure. What I'll have you do is you're going to create this template on your own and just put in some of your own content in this. Okay, so maybe put some just some text up here for some fake links that may be for a web page, and a fake title for a web page, and some content and things that you think would go into the A side. And then when you're done with that, then you can save that as HTML and then add it as an attachment and email it to me, and I'll take a look at that. Be sure to shoot me a message if you have any questions or anything like that. And again, that's how we use HTML page structures with our web project. So there's that on there. Go back, rewind it if you need to, but hopefully that'll help you get started in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.